Okay, hi. Welcome, Leaders on a Journey. This is the Leaders on a Journey in-depth product training video. I am Jennifer Williams. I've been an ambassador for 2 years with Plexus Worldwide. Next to me is my power partner, Kristen. She's a silver ambassador on our team. She's also a leader on a journey and the leader of Team Braveheart. We have Linnea on with us. We have Angie, and we have Sherry. And at this time, we'll just go ahead and dive all in, I think, or if Kristen has anything to say.
No.
Okay, we'll dive into the PowerPoint now then and just start going over the products. Okay, so can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I need to.
No. Go back.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Right here. Click this. Nope. Right above.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to. Sorry. Yep. Okay, so we're going to go over weight loss products first. One thing that I don't love, but it is the truth, is right now Plexus Slim is marketed as a weight loss product. We all know that it's so much more than weight loss, but that's what it's marketed for, and that is what it helps do. And so we will cover the weight loss side of the Plexus products, and then we'll move on to other products. So the Plexus Slim, it is an all-natural product. There is no artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors. It is safe for children, pregnant moms, and nursing moms. It works with the body to reprogram various functions. It balances our blood sugar, reduces cravings, burns fat reserves, and does not burn muscle. So if you don't have weight to lose, you're not going to lose any weight on the Slim. You're just going to get all the other amazing benefits. It does not contain caffeine, and it does not overtax the body like an ephedrine-based product would. And it works with the hypothalamus. There's a list of ingredients. We're not going to break all the ingredients down right now, but I just did want y'all to have that list of ingredients. And the typical dosage is one stick per day. You could always drink 2 sticks if you wanted to, but it is 1 stick per day. And it does come in the 30-day pack with a 60-day money-back guarantee. There is also a 7-day trial pack and a 3-day trial pack available. How it works, I'll go ahead and read it. Fat cells protect the body by absorbing toxins. Plexus Slim goes in, it detoxifies our fat cells, causing them to shrink. Those toxins are discarded through our urine and bowel. It is natural, so it's safe. It depletes our appetite, completely rids you of food cravings. It gives you incredible energy, so you just feel good. People ask, how do you feel on Slim? And my answer usually is always, I just feel good. I just feel better. When you drink it, it breaks down the sugars in our body, filtering them through the liver before they hit the pancreas. I think I know that that's where the blood sugar stabilization comes in. It's not having to go through the pancreas, and the pancreas isn't overtaxed. When it is overworked, your body naturally releases the stored up fat from the body. The more water we drink, the quicker we're going to flush the excess fat out and sugars from our body. We all know we're made of 80% water, so we need to stay hydrated anyway, especially with Plexus. This is just, I just put this here for you guys kind of to go back and look at. I'll touch a few points, but I'm not going to read verbatim every single slide. We know that you lose weight in inches by burning fat and not muscle, balances the blood sugar, lowers the cholesterol, helps, it's diabetic friendly. What makes it different from other weight loss programs is we're not counting calories, we're not counting points, we're not forbidding you from eating any foods, and it's not a meal replacement. Plexus Slim is going to make you crave water, it's going to make you crave healthier foods. And then there's just a breakdown of the ingredients and what each ingredient does. I encourage you just kind of to dive in and learn that. There's some really useful information here on these slides for you. And one thing I do want to touch on is it does have green coffee bean extract. And so on the package, it says less than 2% caffeine. It has to say that because of the green coffee bean extract. However, in multiple third-party tests that were ran, no caffeine was detected at all. So that is why we are able to say there's no caffeine, because we do have these verified sources saying that they're not testing for any level of caffeine. Slim is about so much more than weight loss, so much more than even blood sugar regulation. That word. Here are a list of the number of ingredients in it for all of these different conditions. So there's 4 for heart health, 1 for liver and kidney, 1 for gastrointestinal health. There's one that is impressive to me is that there are 5 for cholesterol levels and 6 for blood sugar levels, 4 for triglycerides, and then 4 for weight loss. Okay, so Slim was our flagship product. It was, it was our first weight loss product. And then they, as research went on, they added a companion that was called the Accelerator. Accelerator, there were some great results. There were some concerns with some of the ingredients, and they reformulated it into the Accelerator Plus. That's what we have available to us now. This is my favorite companion to Slim. I love the 5-HTP in it. I'll just go down the list. So it's to be used in combination with the Slim to accelerate the weight loss. It targets fat cells, burning them for energy. So it is a fat burner. It increases our resting metabolic rate. So it speeds up our metabolism just when we're normally resting. It has 5-HTP in it, and 5-HTP is a mood stabilizer. For me, that helps me with my emotional eating. In the past, I ran to food for everything, and this kind of keeps me in check in that area, and my brain doesn't think that I need to eat every time, I'm excited or happy or sad or any other, emotional thing happens in my life. I love the 5-HTP. It does optimize blood glucose usage, and it is beneficial for those with slower metabolisms, people who are not, expending more calories than they're taking in because it's increasing our metabolism. And then there's some ingredients over here on the right side. I'll just let you guys dive into that. One fun fact is it increased weight loss by 200% and decreased food intake by 40 to 60% over a 24-hour period in one of our studies. Plexus Boost was added, I think about a year and a half ago, probably. That is the second companion to Slim. You can only take one or the other. You can't take Accelerator and Boost. You take one or the other. Boost is thermogenic, so it is a fat burner. It raises your core body temperature. I know that a lot of ambassadors and customers love it before their workout. They say it gives them amazing energy. It is really good for more active people, I think. It does increase our energy, reduces our appetite, and it can be a standalone product. It doesn't have to be taken with Slim. The Accelerator, on the other hand, the ingredients in the Accelerator and the ingredients in Slim need each other to do their job. Boost you can take without the Slim. And there, I have some other information just for y'all to dive into. The dosage on this is 1 to 2 capsules 30 minutes before lunch or dinner. This is just another graphic for you guys, for y'all's knowledge. Y'all can go and read it. It kind of explains everything I've just told you about the Boost already. Okay, Plexus Block, they added that, I think about a year ago, or the first convention that I went to. And yes, there it is. I'm sorry, can we see this? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Can y'all see us? Or just our screen?
You can see us too.
Okay, this is Block.
That's the Block. So what Block is it is basically what it says. It's a blocker. It helps block up to 48% of the absorption of starches and sugars from our diet. So if you eat a lot of sugars or a lot of starchy meals, or you're going to be eating a starchy meal, if you take the Block 30 minutes before you eat, it will detour up to 48% of the starches and sugars from going through your pancreas. So we don't absorb them. I know a lot of weight loss has been had with Block. I really, really have liked it the times that I've taken it. I have some other good information for y'all here. This is another good one for diabetics because it is helping them block the sugars and starches before they go through their pancreas. Diabetics, their pancreas is what they have issues with. It does help maintain blood sugar levels that are already in a normal range.
Something that I want to add on Block is that sometimes people have found positive results using it to help quit smoking because cigarettes have a lot of sugar in them as well. And again, it blocks those sugars, so people aren't craving those sugars that they're getting when they're smoking. So I've read recently that Block might be the hidden gem that people don't pick up on quite yet because of the potential that it has and what it does as far as blocking the sugars and the starches.
Yes, and there are tons of testimonies. I know, y'all are just digging into testimonies, but there are tons of testimonies for it for it to help with quitting smoking that you can find and help, share with people.
That's very interesting. I never knew that.
I know. It's very crazy. I think Michelle Stelly actually used it to quit smoking. Okay, we're going to move on to our detoxification products, which would be the BioTwins, the ProBio5, and the BioCleanse. I know all of you know about this. This is there are two of the three products in the triplex combo, the number one combo with Plexus, the combo that we all believe that everyone in this world should be on. Despite our efforts to make a healthy lifestyle choices, we know that it's impossible to avoid what's going on around us. We're going to be eating the processed foods, the sugars, the starches, and that in turn destroys our guts. I'll go into the gut health thing a little more, but that is what gives us the yeast overgrowth that is causing so many of the diseases that are going on, autoimmune diseases, and just the stomach digestive issues that we have. I'm going to touch with you about what the 80-20 balance of bacteria in our gut, but I'll get to that in another slide. ProBio5, this product, I know most of you know, I believe that this product definitely is one that everyone in the world should be on. I think that everyone should be on a probiotic, and because Plexus offers the best probiotic, then I believe everyone should be on ProBio5. Of course, we know proper probiotic balance in the intestine tract. It helps keep that. It helps keep intestinal balance. When our intestines are balanced, we have an increase in nutrient absorption. It gets rid of candida, and then I listed some overgrowth symptoms of candida. And then over on the right, it'll just explain how it works. There are 5 extra strength probiotics, added enzymes, intestinal flora, B6, and all that other stuff that's there. What sets ProBio5 apart?
Let's go back for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to go back for a second. Wait.
Oops. You just hit the back here. There
Okay.
we go. So I just want to say that this little thing here, ProBio5, has taken my anxiety away. I do not have anxiety anymore. I do not have to take prescription medication from having anxiety. And I used to take medication every day. And ever since I started my ProBio5, I do not have to take anxiety medication anymore. And I don't really suffer from the fear that I'm going to have the anxiety anymore either. So I just think it's so profound. And then the other thing is allergies, seasonal allergies. People don't realize it, and they're taking all that over-the-counter stuff, and they're going to the doctors and getting these allergy shots and all of this stuff that people are doing. All they need is this probiotic, and this will eliminate all of those seasonal allergies that people are having. When we were at our last opportunity meeting, Jerry Hooker was there, and she spoke to us that she was taking allergy shots every week, and she was taking these inhalers and everything, and she's off of all of that stuff. So this ProBio5 it's an amazing product. It's very, very exceptional.
I agree. And I do just want to touch on that the dosage on this is 2 to 4 capsules per day. We always want to start our customers slow. The yeast overgrowth and the candida die-off can be a really nasty thing for people whose guts are really out of whack. And we do not want to scare them with any of the die-off symptoms that they're going to have from this. It can get really bad. Some people don't experience any. The more water you drink, the more you're going to flush that stuff out, without the hard symptoms.
And a helpful thing with that is taking some over-the-counter vitamin C. Mm-hmm. That helps with that. And I don't like to always say to customers die off. I just like to say detox.
Detox,
because
yes.
Die off sounds a little more scary rather than saying detox. And everybody thinks detox is great when they're ridding their body of toxins. So just be careful how you word it when you're talking to people.
Yes. And we do, or if it is there is a schedule available in the files on the team page of how to start them slowly when they start the triplex. I think the recommended dose on the bottle is 2 at bedtime. The killing dose is 4. So we will eventually work them up to 4, have them stay at 4 until we get their gut in order, or they feel like, that they've done what they need to do, and then they'll be consistently on 2 after that. So I know that you've all heard me say that it's the best probiotic on the market, and these are just a few. I'm not going to take too long, but just touch on a few reasons why they are the best. It is the best probiotic on the market. It does contain 5 strains of beneficial good bacteria. It also contains 4 beneficial enzymes that break down the hard shell that protect yeast in your gut. I'll go into that on the next slide. And then it contains an antifungal that destroys the yeast overgrowth. So that's what's different. All probiotics have good bacteria, but our probiotics have the enzymes that kill the bad bacteria and that can break through the shell that basically protect the bad bacteria, the Chantis, I believe it's called. It breaks through the cell wall of the bad bacteria to stop the symptoms caused by the overgrowth. You guys can read the rest of the slide, just some really useful information that I put there for you to learn a little more about that. Actually, this is the slide. So just to let you know, the Chantin is a hard shell, basically the same thing that a cockroach's shell is made out of. It's so disgusting. But the bad yeast in our stomach grows a layer of this to protect itself. So when we're dieting and we're exercising and we haven't addressed that shell, we're not going to be able to kill off any of that bad bacteria because it's protected in there and it's just festering. So our antifungal goes in, pokes a hole in the Chantin, and allows our good bacteria to get in there with the bad bacteria and take it over and kill it off. I think, Kristen, if you have something to add here.
Oh, no, I was just going to talk about the shell of the roach.
Okay, yeah. It's super disgusting, but that is what's going on inside of our bodies, especially those of us who have eaten horribly and eaten sugar, and we're feeding that overgrowth, daily. This is basically just for y'all. I've covered all this information, but I wanted y'all to have it in your own research. Did you know that your gut holds more than 60% of your immune system? One thing that you'll hear Plexus ambassadors say is they haven't gotten sick since they started the triplex. This is the reason why. They've boosted their immune system. Well, this and X factor, of course. They've boosted their immune system, so they're able to fight off all the stuff that's going on around them. So both good and bad bacteria reside in our gut. That's what the 80-20% is. Our body was intended to have 80% good bacteria and 20% bad bacteria. The bad bacteria is there to decompose our bodies when we die. It's also used a little bit for breaking down some of the foods, but it's supposed to be very minimal. The majority of us have, it's switched. We have 20% good bacteria left and 80% bad bacteria that's taken over our body. The bacteria should work together to break down the food and protect us from viruses, but because it's off balance, it's not able to do that. When it is off balance, our hormones are off balance, our cholesterol raises, again, like I said, our immune system is weakened. That's when food allergies come in. I know there are kids that have been allergic to dairy their whole lives, and once they got, their parents got their guts in order with ProBio, now they're able to have dairy. The ProBio and BioCleanse are amazing for people like with celiac and gluten issues, because those gluten issues are a result of having too much bad bacteria in their gut. And then, of course, digestive issues. We know that so many of us have suffered with it and are seeing relief now that we have, the Bio Twins in our life. And then just another little graphic for y'all to learn some information on the Bio Twins. So the Bio Cleanse. I love the Bio Cleanse. I'm going to go over everything. To me, it's so misunderstood. I've had people tell me, well, I don't need a cleanser. I go to the restroom fine. I don't need a stool softener or cleanser. It's so much more than that. I did include a slide after this one over on magnesium. It is a magnesium supplement. So I try to word it as it's a magnesium supplement that also detoxes your body. I describe it, and it's been described to me as scrubbing bubbles for your digestive tract. It goes in and kind of scrubs your digestive tract and gets all those toxins that are stuck on off. It oxygenates our entire body. Doing that, it cleans our arteries, clears plaque out of our arteries. It detoxifies and cleanses our gastrointestinal tract, like I just said. It energizes us both physically and mentally. It neutralizes acidic conditions that may promote pathogens. It enhances weight loss, so say it gives you energy, and it relieves constipation. Here's a little blurb also about how it works. I recommend that you guys check that out when you have time. The dosage on this, we do start them slow because we don't want anybody to get bloated or gassy. So we want to start them with 1 capsule at a time. But you will move up to 2 capsules a day between breakfast and lunch, and 2 capsules again between lunch and dinner. And there is an optional dosage that you can switch if you're more comfortable taking them at nighttime. These can be taken at night with your probiotic.
Jennifer, I had a question about that. I was reading on one of the blogs, and there was a lady saying that it does like give her energy, and so it's not good to take before bedtime.
There are lots of ambassadors who recommend it be taken at bedtime. The fungus queen, her name is Lori Ward Harrison. She recommends it at bedtime. I was getting conflicting stories about a year ago, so I emailed Plexus and I asked them, what's the best way to take it? And they told me they recommend it between breakfast and lunch and between lunch and dinner. You don't want to take it with the ProBio because you don't want it to cleanse the ProBio out before it's done doing its job. However, there have been still amazing testimonies with people who have always taken it bedtime. I think Kristen takes it at bedtime. She's had really good results. So what my thing about it is it works for me to take it between meals, but there are some people who we're not going to be able to get them to take all of these products. They're just not consistent. So if it's easier for them, if they're not going to take it unless they're taking it at night with ProBio, then let them do that. But I do try to recommend that people space it out throughout the day.
Okay, thanks.
I actually take it 3 times a day.
Yeah,
I take 2 at night. I take 2 in the morning, and I take 2 after lunch. That's what works for me. And the good thing about the Plexus products is that we can take them with whatever makes us feel our best, and however it works for our bodies. There's not really a regimen that you have to follow. You just determine what works for you and what helps you feel at your optimal health. Yes. And you can take it in that fashion. You absolutely want to take it and be consistent taking it, but you don't have to be on a strict regimen of every single day taking it just like this. Because that's the beauty of them. You can take them however they work for you.
That's exactly one thing I was going to say was we're not married to these schedules, and that's the beauty of Plexus. If something's going to work different for your customer ambassador, then let's switch it up for them. Some people like their slim in the afternoon. If I know I'm going to the gym, I'll wait and take mine in the afternoon instead of in the morning. We're not married to these schedules. There are 2 things that I do want to touch on, though, that are important. With the Plexus block, you have to take it 30 minutes before you eat. You can't take it 15 minutes before you eat. I mean, it's not going to hurt you if you do, but it's not going to do its job if you don't give it the 30 minutes to break down in the water and in our intestines and absorb. I've watched a video that said it's basically just a diuretic if we don't give it the full 30 minutes. The other thing is, like I mentioned, but the Plexus Accelerator has to be taken with Slim. It doesn't have to be taken at the exact same moment with Slim, but you have to have Slim in your system for it to work. Everything else, again, is standalone products, but those are 2 instructions that we do want to stick with. We do want to make sure block's taken 30 minutes before their meals, and we do want to make sure they're drinking Slim when they're taking Accelerator.
Got it.
I'm not going to read verbatim all of these, but I will touch on, so like I said, the BioCleanse is about so much more than just a colon cleanse or a laxative. Magnesium, it is a great magnesium supplement. And magnesium deficiency is so misunderstood. I think it's enough people don't know about it. Magnesium deficiency causes migraines, and then there's a reason why. High blood pressure, higher cholesterol causes fatigue, asthma. One thing that I noticed when I was at the gym consistently, I was never sore, and I couldn't understand why. And one of the fitness buffs on Facebook had posted that they take their BioCleanse so they don't get leg cramps and things. I never, ever cramp up. It doesn't matter really what I do at the gym. I don't get very sore, and I think it's because I take 6 BioCleanse a day usually. And so my muscles are oxygenated. There's plenty of oxygen in my muscles, and that keeps me from cramping. It's huge in anxiety, panic disorders, and depression. It just keeps it under control because of serotonin levels. Diabetes, it plays a huge, magnesium plays a huge role in enhancing insulin secretion, having our pancreas secreting the insulin that our body needs. Without magnesium, it's not able to transfer glucose into our cells. So it's very important for that. So a combination of the product, it's not just a Slim that's good for diabetics. There's a combination of a lot of our products that help with certain things. Insomnia, of course, it helps us sleep better, but PMS is a huge one. I'll go ahead and let y'all dive into that again, but PMS is when you're on the BioCleanse, you will almost always see better PMS symptoms.
Yeah, I'm starting to really not have much of any now. When I used to know, and so did my whole family, 2 weeks before my period came, I was a raging nightmare. And the past few months, it just shows up one day and there it is.
Yeah. And then tooth decay. That's one I didn't even know actually until I was putting this this PowerPoint together for us. I didn't know that it played any role, but it does in the saliva and the calcium that's in the saliva. So and this was only, y'all, if you could have seen the list that I pulled up to do research on for magnesium deficiency, hundreds of things on this list. These were just the ones that I thought were important enough to touch on tonight. Okay, so we are going to move to the pain relief products. We should have done probably X Factor first, but we're going to move to pain relief products because that's my next slide. Over 76 million Americans struggle with discomfort each day. This is a product that it really took me some research because I didn't have a lot of pain. I didn't need this product, so I didn't ever really push it. But then I realized there's so many people that I know that need it. And just because I didn't need it and I wasn't teaching myself enough about it, I was shortchanging them, I feel like, and myself in the long run. Rohan, I know in Jamaica, he has a lot of injuries from when he was younger, but he swears by it. He begs me, please bring me Ease Cream when you come down here. And then he keeps it, until I come back to Jamaica the next time. He uses it on his hand, his wrist, his knee. And he's always telling me he's putting some Ease Cream on something. So there are capsules and there is a cream. The capsules are for everyday use. People with, long-term pains, back pains and things, take them every day and you're going to get relief. People also use them for acute symptoms, headaches. I know Sina and them take them for headaches and things like that. Does support anti-inflammatory, supports pain relief and tissue regeneration. The cream provides immediate relief. And then there's inside-out synergistic relief when they're combined. So if we've taken the pills and we're using the cream, the ingredients from inside and the ingredients from outside are doing their scientific magic, and it makes it work better. So definitely, if it's somebody with a lot of pain, encourage them to try on both and just see. Remember, with all products, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. If it's not as amazing as they thought it was going to be, they can always get their money back. But just encourage people to switch over. It is all natural. One thing I do want to make sure I mention, the Ease does contain shellfish. It is sourced from green-lipped mussels, and so there is shellfish. So anyone with a shellfish allergy cannot take the Ease pills and cannot use the Ease cream.
That's good to know too.
Yes. Plexus nerve. This is another misunderstood one. Again, I didn't have nerve issues, so I wasn't real worried about learning about it, but I have some family members that got on it because they had back pain and nerve damage from some accidents that they have had, and they have had amazing results. I have a really good friend who has Bell's palsy, and she doesn't have any control in her face, no feeling in her face, and it's been like that for about 2 years. She started Plexus about 5 months ago, and she would call me one day and she's like, oh my God, I have tingling in my face. There's pulling and tingling. I haven't felt anything for 2 years, and now there's tingling and pulling. Like, why didn't you make me get on this sooner? The reason was because I didn't know enough about it. I hadn't done research. It was not until I came across a testimony for Bell's palsy that I realized, and so I reached out to her. She loves it. She's actually an ambassador, a wholesale customer, a wholesale ambassador on our team now. It is specially formulated with vitamins and minerals that, again, is all natural. It is one of the, maybe the only, but one of the only over-the-counter products that actually encourage nerve rejuvenation. It causes the body to create the nerve growth factor. So the nerves are not only like, it's not like it's cutting the pain off from the nerve, it's rejuvenating healthy nerves.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not just treating a symptom, you're treating the cause. You're fixing the cause. This is for nerve damage. It is not for people with, let me back up. The claim here is that it's not for people with autoimmune issues like fibromyalgia, they have nerve issues, and, diabetes, the neuropathy they have with their feet. It is a disclaimer that it's not for those things. However, there are tons of testimonies out there that is also helping with those things. So it is amazing. I just, again, everything I know, it's because I dove in and learned it, and I just encourage you guys to dive in and learn, just more about this.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know, I think I've mentioned this a few times, but any sort of ailment that any human being might have, or even like a little puppy dog, you can search in Facebook the actual ailment and Plexus up in the search bar, and it will give you testimonials, of all, just anything you can think of. It's going to be in there if you search that. I was searching Lou Gehrig's disease a couple weeks ago, and sure enough, I found, testimonials from Triplex and the Ease and Nerve line that were giving people with Lou Gehrig's disease, it was giving them help. So anything that you can think of that's some sort of ailment, if you search that in Facebook with Plexus in the line as well, it will bring testimonials for you to look at.
And that is actually how I get all my testimonies. I go to the search bar, like for instance, Linnea, when we were searching for your friend for the gout, I just in the search bar put Plexus and gout, and tons of testimonies come up, and I just started copy and pasting. That's what I do for everyone, for everything. Like, I'll search the disorder, I'll search the symptom, I'll search the medication and Plexus, and something's gonna come up. Also, the ambassador support page is a really good place to ask questions. I know it's growing really big, and some questions sometimes get missed, but it is a really good place. I've learned so much being there. It's ran by Brenda Bobo Sanders, I believe. Okay, so here's just a little more information over the nerve health support. It is capsules, contain special nutrients, been clinically proven to heal and regenerate damaged nerves. We are allowed to make that claim. That is something that we are allowed to claim. I mean, you guys know, like in here, we can talk about diseases and healing diseases, but on social media, because of compliance, we can't. But we are allowed to make the claim that Plexus nerve will regenerate damaged nerves. It also may reduce or eliminate the associated symptoms of pain, numbness, tingling, and needle sensation. I really wish my cousin Christy could have made it on tonight, because she hasn't been on it long, but she is really seeing some relief. And she was like, she's not had to take some of her medications, and she's really getting some good relief for some back pain that she has. And nerve is one of the things she's taking.
Does the nerve have shellfish in it as well?
The nerve does not have shellfish. Oh, sorry. I was trying to click on it. No.
Okay.
Quote me on that, I think. I'll double check and make sure and let y'all know, but I'm 99% positive I have checked, and it does not contain the shellfish. Okay, so multivitamins. Y'all know, if y'all have ever spoke to me, then y'all know how I feel about X Factor. The best multivitamin on the market. I have people who are going to become ambassadors, and that's the only product they're on, and it's because they want to share that with their workout buddies. We know that consuming multivitamins is a good thing. We know with today's diets, we really need to supplement nutrients. I just finished a nutrition class, and my nutrition teacher was, you shouldn't have to even take a multivitamin. It should all come from your diet. It should. She's absolutely right, but it doesn't, and we do have to supplement. And if you're going to supplement, why not supplement with the best multivitamin available? One of the things that makes it the best multivitamin available is the aloe vera. Plexus holds a patent to a aloe blend. It's 3 parts of the aloe, and tons of research has been done with this aloe. When nutrients are taken in combination with aloe, we absorb them up to 356% more. One of the slides will show that in a moment, but vitamin C, it increases the absorption up to 306%, and I think vitamin B, it's 356%. But you are gonna absorb all nutrients more if you're taking it with aloe. Again, dive into the information I've provided here just to learn a little more. It is a turbocharged multivitamin and antioxidant supplement. That's one of the things that is so amazing also about it, is the antioxidants that are in it. It is formulated with the patented blend of aloe, the New Zealand blackcurrant, and vitamins and minerals. Results in vastly improved absorption, a simulation for optimal nutrition and wellness protection. So it's delivering all the different vitamins. It does have vitamin C, D, E, I think several of the Bs. One thing that's impressive, and I learned this from watching a video from Lori Harrison, our bodies don't absorb B12 orally very well. Like, we have to take super mega doses to absorb B12 orally. That's why people get B12 shots. A study was done with a woman who was deficient with the aloe, and she stopped her B12 shots. She had to take them for something like 20 years, and she was only taking X Factor, and her absorption was normal for the first time in 20 years. So that is another big thing, is anybody deficient with B12 that's having to get B12 shots, if we can get them on the X Factor and get them to get some more results, I'm positive that their absorption rate is going to be great. This product also oxygenates the body, safeguarding it against damage and dysfunction cells. It's super potent antioxidant protection. We know antioxidants are necessary to kill off free radicals. That's kind of where X Factor comes in. I know on the cancer support page, the Plexus cancer support page, X Factor is one of the keys. X Factor and BioCleanse, because of the oxygen in BioCleanse, the oxygen in X Factor, and the fact that the cancer people battling cancer are able to absorb more nutrients. Cancer cells can't live in those oxygenated cells. They're absorbing more nutrients even while going through chemo, so they're able to stay healthy through that. Delivers support for the whole body wellness, and it supports the body's functions, supercharges the immune system. This is another reason I believe I haven't got sick when everybody around me gets sick. It's because I'm on this product, and my immune system with X Factor and the triplex is what's actually turbocharged. And then just a side note that here's the 304%, 300, actually it's 69%. So people that took vitamin C with aloe absorbed 304% more than just taking it with water, and people who took it with vitamin E with aloe absorbed 369% more. Super awesome vitamin. Anybody needs to be on this.
I love X Factor.
Yes, it's amazing for nails, for your hair, for your skin. Again, you can put in the search bar, X Factor and anything probably, or Plexus X Factor, nails, hair, and you will get a ton of research. My nails used to, they peeled, and they're super long, and I'm always having to cut them now. Here's some info for y'all to go back and read when you want. It just lists what X Factor has in it, and aloe's oxygen weapon, why it's so amazing for our body. And again, these are just for you guys, for y'all to go back and research. This is some of the research. At the bottom, if you'll note that I have a link here, this link is to I think a university in the UK, and just gives you a whole website full of the benefits, the health benefits of aloe and aloe helping fight cancer. And so just learn how important aloe is so that when you're trying to explain to your customers or your potentials why they should be on the X Factor, you can tell them this is what it's going to do for you. It's proven, there are lots of research about it. Good. Okay. Okay, so last year, was it last year that they launched this? I think at convention last year, maybe the year before, they launched the X Factor Family Chewables. Everybody loved the X Factor so much that they came out with Family Chewables. They do come in grape. They are all natural. They do have the New Zealand black currant, and that is one of the little gems in X Factor anyway. I didn't go as deep into that, but do some research on it. It's an amazing product. It is in the Family Chewables. What's not in the Family Chewables is aloe. There is not a chewable form of aloe, so they could not put the aloe into the Family Chewables. I do know that the people who have their children on the X Factor love it. It says it's boosted their immune systems. And, again, it eliminates the free radicals, it has antioxidants for our kids and stuff. So definitely a really, really good product for your kids. Okay, and the Mega X. This was definitely launched last year at convention.
Yes,
I remember exactly when that one was launched.
Yes, this one was.
Well, excuse my little Power Tools website in there. So did you know that the body doesn't create some of the essential fatty acids that we need? I'm going to skip all of this and let you guys learn it. What I am going to tell you is that aloe is a completely plant-based aloe. So omega-3 usually comes from fish oil. This comes from ahi flower oil. So it's completely plant-based. It is vegan. That's a big deal because vegans can't have fish-based, fish oil, so they can't take omegas. Vegans can take this. It does have omega-3, 6, 9, and 5, and 7. So it's a complete source. I included a link for a YouTube video here. It's just very informative over some of the ingredients and over how good our Mega X is. I take Mega X and ProBio every night together. And I promise y'all, you would have thought I took a sleeping pill every single night. I don't wake up. I don't toss and turn. Some nights I literally wake up in the exact same position that I fell asleep in. Not always the most comfortable, but always the same position, or quite often the same position. Just a little more info on Mega X. Research suggests that omega-3s may help lower our triglycerides, lower our levels. Our triglycerides are associated with good heart health. So it's really good for the heart and the brain. That's what omegas do. You want to add anything? No? Okay. I was not familiar with omegas at all prior to Mega X launching. I didn't know what they were. And I just started doing research at that time, and I found out how important they were for our heart and for our brain, for our memory. I know a lot of people say, the terminology is I feel like I have a cap on my head, and this has cleared that up with so many people. I know people love this omega. So dig in, again, dive in, learn as much as you can about this omega. Encourage people that are already on an omega maybe to try the Mega X, because I know I've said it before, but Plexus uses premium ingredients in everything they make. So one thing we know for sure is when we get the probiotic or when we get the Mega X, we're getting the best of the best ingredients in these. They're not throwing some cheap ingredients in some fancy bottles. That's not what's going on here, and that's why our return rate is less than 2%. If we are supporting our customers and giving them the right recommendations on products, we shouldn't have to worry about getting returns because our products do work. We just have to make sure we're staying in contact with them, and we're troubleshooting if they're having issues, answering any questions, because when we lose a customer or when somebody wants a refund, that's usually why. They didn't understand how they were supposed to take it or something like that. So that's why it was really important to me to get this product training out for you guys, just so you can start learning what is best to suggest to your people. Here's just another, this is for y'all, just another graphic for Mega X. Again, it's 100% plant sourced. It's all of the omegas. Again, lowers triglycerides, healthy lipid levels, good for our heart, good for our brain, helps stress, aids in relaxation, maybe why I sleep so well. No fishy burps or aftertaste or smell, none of that going on. It's vegetarian, it's non-GMO. It's sustainable and renewable. That's really important also. You know, they're going to run out of fish for these fish oils everybody's trying to take. This is sustainable and renewable. They're going to always, always be able to harvest this product. The P96 shakes, they are super yummy. I can say that. They are low-calorie protein supplement shakes. There is 96 calories if we mix them with water. They are grass-fed whey protein. I know it's cold pressed. I'm not really sure what that means, but in case you ever need to know, they are cold pressed. There are 15 grams of protein per serving, and it's an amino acid blend, provides rapid energy and rapid digestion. There's a side note over here for you. They do come in vanilla and chocolate. One is vegan, and one is vegan and one is not, I believe. I will, again, I'll learn that, or I'll figure that out for you guys and put it on one of these slides so you know.
Jennifer, I have a question on that one. Is a meal replacement, right?
That one is, yes. It can be. They have something called the P96 challenge, and you'll do a 21-day challenge, and you mix the protein shake, your slim, and coconut milk in a blender, and they call it the belly fat blasting shake. It targets belly fat, and it fills you up. I know Sherry was drinking them every morning for a while. She loved them. Well, she didn't love them, I don't think, at first, and then I think threw a strawberry in, but she ended up loving them and was doing them every day. I've done the challenge several times. I love them. But that, yes, absolutely can be either a pre-workout, pro-workout, or a meal replacement.
Yeah, I don't do breakfast, and I recently started taking the 96 in the morning for my breakfast. So I do mix it with the coconut milk and some ice, and I mean, it tastes fine to me. And then occasionally I put the slim in it, but I do that when I do the P96 when I get to work, and I like to take my slim when I very first wake up. So that's just kind of how I do it. But I'm not feeling like I need to chew off my arm by 11 o'clock because I'm now, getting something. Yes, substance in my body.
It's very, very filling. And I don't know the science, but what I will say is something in the P96 and the type of whey protein it is, and something in the coconut milk combined is what targets, if I'm not mistaken, the belly fat. I don't know the name of the belly fat, but that fat that surrounds our liver and all that stuff. And very, very filling. So this is just another graphic for y'all's use, so I'm not going to waste any time there. The Plexus Body Cream. This was one of the first products. Really quick, I'm going to go into Plexus. Started as a breast health company. We have a breast check kit, and we had breast cream. Those were the first two products, before our CEO and them took over, and before Slim was launched. This was called breast cream. It is made to detoxify our breasts, is what it was for. It was to pull impurities out of our breasts and eliminate the possibility of breast cancer, because it's pulling the free radicals out through the skin. That is the activated charcoal and that algae that does that. What they found was men didn't want to use the breast cream, but they wanted to use the breast cream, so they remarketed it and started calling it the body cream. This is amazing for people with eczema, people with rashes, for scars, for sunburns. If you get sunburned and you put this on, I guarantee you, the thousands of testimonies are saying, and I've used it as well, that you will be brown the next day. You won't be sunburned, you won't be hurting, and I haven't peeled any time that I've used it when I should have peeled from the sunburn. The activated charcoal, if you don't know anything about it, it's really, really good for scars, for things like that. Moving on, daily application of this helps detoxify the body's fatty tissues, so it's pulling those toxins out, and it has shown to help with breast health, burns, scarring, acne, and many other skin irritations. It's really good with acne that I've heard also. Now, recently, on a side note, people have started using it. I don't know what made them, but they started using it in their hair. And after the first person did, it just snowballed into, again, thousands of testimonies that you can find on Facebook that where people use this in their hair, and it's calmer, their curls are tamed, or there's no flyaways, or it just looks healthier, it's more conditioned. So I really encourage you to look into it for hair. I do have one customer, I had a bottle at work, and so one of my coworkers that has started trying it in her hair because she has super curly, frizzy hair, and she really liked it. So, maybe try it if you have a problem taming yours, or yours is frizzy or frilly, then
it would be really great for your curlies, and I use it in Mariah's curls, and she likes it, and I use it for my hair, and I like it, and I use it for my face cream every night and every morning. I think it's great. I just wish they sold a bigger bottle.
Yeah, it's kind of a small bottle.
Awesome. I'm going to try it.
Yeah, definitely. And they do offer, the other thing I was going to say is you can buy a little bag of body cream samples to pass out to people if you'd like, or you can buy them, and use them yourself, and of the body cream and of the ease cream. And Jennifer mentioned putting this on a sunburn. People use the ease cream on sunburns as well, and it's really helped them out, relieving the pain. I gave a lady at work, she had a really bad sunburn from the racetrack a couple weeks ago, and I gave her a little sample of the ease cream, and she put it on there, and she felt better because it wasn't hurting her to move her back and stuff.
So lots of our products have lots of different uses, and this is definitely one of them. Just again, we want to be a product of our product. If you've never tried it, get you a bottle and just see, what things it can help you with, because your journey, your testimony is what is going to appeal to the hearts of your customers. Okay, the Brush Check Kit is the last product that we're going to cover tonight. That, like I said, was their very first product. I wish I had one to show y'all. You can, I don't know if you can click on this link, but if not, you can go to Plexus Pink on the Doctors. And the doctors did do a whole little segment about it. It consists of two really thin layers. They're pink layers of that word, non-toxic lubricant sealed between them. So basically, like, you put the first one over your breast, and then you take the second one, and it creates a sensory touch, magnification. So I've been to an opportunity meeting where they had one on a plate with a grain of salt on the plate, and my touch was so sensitive that I could feel, like every edge of that piece of salt. So it's something about the friction of those two layers of polyurethane that magnifies, us being able to feel bumps or lumps or anything in our breasts better. This is probably, again, one of the products that I did not dive into like I should have. It wasn't until I heard that it was on the Doctors that I kind of got excited about it. I know that typically Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Plexus will do buy one, get one free on these. It's a really awesome deal. And I do believe I should have one. Let me just stop now, because I really should have one. I don't. But I think we should all probably have one, because from what I understand, they are really, really good for helping with checking with breasts.
Was it just a one-time use?
No, that you can continue using them. They're just little plastic, like kind of little rubbery layers, like almost like a doctor's glove is what it feels like, and they are reusable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to do a big campaign in September to get a lot of people buying them, and just
ready for October,
and get it going for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, I have actually done a contest before. It was where if you post your loved one who beat cancer or who is battling cancer story, then you will get a breast check kit. And then I sent a breast check kit to the winner. That was one way, I think, of getting the word out and getting people to realize that we even had that product, because no ambassador talks about it enough, except for Chris McCall. He talks about it a lot. And that's the end, ladies. Let me stop the share. Oh, we lost Sherry.
I have a question.
Okay, we got some answers, hopefully.
Okay, I know I'm sorry, I think it was the Mega X. That one was vegan. Are there any others that are vegan besides one of the 96 shake? Y'all know? Or
One of the shakes is, I'll have to find out exactly what shake. The X Factor, I believe is. I want to double check on this for you. What I know right now is ProBio is not. ProBio is made with a gelatin capsule, and that makes it not vegan. Okay. I am really praying that one of the announcements that they're going to make at convention is going to be that they're changing it to the vegetable cap. The X Factor already has the vegetable cap. I think that the reason that this is not a vegetable cap is because they want this to wait until it gets into your digestive tract to break down and open up. And I'm assuming that is why that they haven't switched this over to the vegetable cap yet. They probably have to find an alternative that can make it throw stomach acid into the digestive tract before it breaks down. But I do know what X Factor is. I do know Mega X is. And I will have to.
Linnea, that one of the attachments in the email Kristen sent us with all the product details, it's there, and I want to say it said both of the shakes were vegan, but it said that for each product, whether or not it was.
Okay.
So you already have it.
Okay. I'll take a look at that. Thank you.
And for what I'm looking at the ones here, they're all the vegetable caps that I'm seeing right now, except for the ProBio.
Okay.
And that wraps us up. Do we have any more questions? No?
Jennifer, can you email us that presentation?
I sure will. I'm going to post it on the team page. We'll email it to you guys also. And then we do have this video that we will have. I don't know if we'll post it on the team page. We'll have to watch it first and decide. But we might post it on the team page.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know or not, but a really helpful thing is that on all of our team pages, there's a files tab at the top of that team page on Facebook. And any of the files that we go over or that Cena's gone over or anything like the Power Hour files or a challenge, anything like that, if you look in the files tab, you can find a wealth of information. So when you think about it, when you have time, go in there and check the files tab, and your ambassadors that, your team members that join you, you need to make sure that they're informed about the files tab as well on the team pages.
Yes. I'm going to stop recording really quickly.